Life in Ayodhya. For 12 years, Rama lived a happy life in Ayodhya with Sita. The people of Ayodhya loved Rama very much as he shared their joys and sorrows. When King Dashratha saw how Rama had won the hearts of his people, he decided to install him as the crown prince. Moreover, the king was growing older. He noticed omens suggesting his end was near. I have lived long enough, he thought. I trust, be sure my throne goes to Rama, the most worthy of my sons. What a great blessing it would be to see him as king before I go to heaven. Then it will be done. Dashratha concluded, I shall step down and Rama shall be made king. The king told everyone about his decision. He informed the priest to begin his sacred rites that would allow Rama to assume the throne of Ayodhya. Kaikeyi, the last and youngest of the king's three wives, had heard of the decision to make Rama the king, while Dashratha was still living. This decision pleased her, but Manthara, a maid servant, did not want Rama to be king. If she could somehow convince Kaikeyi to change the king's mind, her position at the palace would be secure. That evening, she spoke to Kaikeyi in secret. If Rama takes the throne, you will lose all your control over the king. If Rama is crowned, his mother will have control of the kingdom. Your rule will come to an end. Aware and act now. You must convince Dashratha that it is your son who should be king. Kaikeyi believed Manthara. She decided to see Dashratha. She tried everything to convince Dashratha to listen to her. Dashratha, Kaikeyi began. Do you remember that fateful day I saved your life in battle? Do you remember how I stopped your runaway chariot? Yes, replied the king. And do you remember what you said after I saved your life? Without waiting for an answer, she said, Oh, my powerful king and beloved husband, you promised me two boons. Hear my boons now, so that they may be granted. The king reluctantly listened to his wife's request. First, she began, I wish to have my son Bharata placed upon the throne of Ayodhya. Second, I want Rama banished from the kingdom for a period of no less than 14 years. The king fell to knees and begged his young wife not to hold him to these dreadful wishes. As a righteous and honest man, he knew he could not go back on his word. Yet, he couldn't bear to ask Rama to forsake the throne and go away for 14 years. He turned pale and speechless. In this way, the whole night passed. The next morning, the minister Sumantara came to inform Dashratha that all the preparations for the coronation were ready. Dashratha was not in a position to speak, but Kaikeyi ordered Sumantara to call Rama immediately. Rama came and saw the atmosphere was tense. Dashratha could only say with a voice choked with emotion, Rama, Rama, dearest Rama. Rama was alarmed. He looked at Kaikeyi and said, Mother, is my father angry with me? Have I offended him in any way? I have never seen him like this before. Kaikeyi said, He has something unpleasant for you, but he is afraid to say it. Long ago, he had offered me two boons. Now, I demanded them. Kaikeyi told him about the boons. Kaikeyi told Rama the terrible news. Rather than argue, Rama comforted his father. Father, your word is law. I shall do whatever you bid. It is the sacred duty of a son to respect his father. Then he turned to his own mother Kausalya and requested, Please be sure that father installs Bharata as crown prince. Rama knelt and touched the feet of his parents respectfully. He stood, turned, and left the palace. The news that Rama would live for the forest spread like wildfire. Everyone was shocked. Lakshmana said angrily, I shall destroy anyone who opposes your right to be thrown. Rama responded, No, Lakshmana, you know it is my sacred duty, my dharma, to fulfill these wishes. Tears sprang from Lakshmana's eyes. He said, My brother, if you must leave Ayodhya, then I shall follow you. Rama agreed. Rama tried to convince Sita to remain, but she said, sobbing, "And it is my duty, my dharma as a wife to be at your side. How can I live without you? I must join you." Rama tried hard to convince them to stay, but they were insistent. "Then, Sita, come with me," Rama said. Rama also gave his brother permission to join them. As the three left the palace, they cast away their royal robes and put on the clothes of hermits. The people of Ayodhya wept as Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana passed from the city. As the chariot went from the right, Dashratha cried, "Rama, Rama, do not leave me." In time, Dashratha lost the will to live. His heart simply gave out. Ayodhya mourned the loss of their king. The people of Ayodhya ran behind the chariot crying loudly. Sumantra drove the chariot as fast as he could. They reached the bank of the river called Tamasa. The people of Ayodhya followed them even there. Rama decided to spend the night there. Early next morning, he woke up and told Sumantara, "The citizens who have followed us are fast asleep. It is not good that they follow me. Let us start before they wake up." Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita, driven by Sumantara, continued their journey. After traveling the whole day, they reached the bank of Ganga and decided to spend the night there. They all sat under a tree. They lived nearby a hunter chieftain called Guha. He felt sad about the happenings. He told Rama, "Stay with me here, please. My kingdom, my riches, and my life are all there for your services." Rama was touched by his friendship. He said, "Dear brother, I know how deep is the love you have for me, but I promised Kaikeyi that I would live a hermit's life. In the forest we shall live on the roots and fruits." They slept under a tree that night. Lakshmana and Guha kept watch throughout. The next morning, the three took leave of Guha and got into the boat. Sumantara came to Rama with a heavy heart. Rama said, "Go back to Ayodhya and console my father." As Rama's boat sailed away, Sumantara and Guha looked on with tears in their eyes. Thus, Guha helped Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita to cross the river Ganges. Sita prayed the mother Ganges to protect them throughout their stay in the forest. In a few days, Rama, Lakshmana, and Sita crossed the river Ganges, searching for a land undistributed and isolated from everyone. After they crossed the river, they reached the ashrama of the sage Bharadwaj, where Rama was given warm welcome. The sage Bharadwaj suggested Sri Rama to stay at the Chitrakoot, the mount which was covered by exquisite wealth of forestry. Soon they reached Chitrakoot, a beautiful place with many trees and streams. It was paradise. They built a small hut near a stream. At the same time, here in Ayodhya, Dashratha was bedridden. He was not able to sleep even. One day, he remembered the curse on him. Once, when he was young, he had gone to forest to hunt wild animals. Even though he tried till evening, he yielded nothing. He was much tired, so he rested a while under the shade of a tree. All of a sudden, he heard a sound from the nearby pond which resembled some animal sipping water. Dashratha had Shabdavedi's skill. He was able to grasp the direction from which the sound traversed. It was already dark. He shot down an arrow aiming at the animal as he supposed. But to his surprise, he heard a human cry. His arrow had killed a young ascetic. By the time Dashratha approached him, he was almost in dying stage. His name was Shravanakumara, son of blind parents who were on a pilgrimage. Shravanakumara told Dashratha to take a pot of water to his parents as they are thirsty, and he breathed his last. The king Dashratha was in agony. Immediately he took a pot of water to the aged parents of Shravana and helplessly narrated them the fateful incident. He also begged to excuse him. The aged couple were in utter disappointment and they cursed the king. O king, we are old. Putra Shoka Nirantara. You have made us to die in the remembrance of our beloved son. You also meet a similar death. Let your son not stay with you at the time of your death. You shall die reciting his name on your lips. The time now had come. The king soon realized it. Within next few days, he died remembering his beloved son Rama. Bharata and Shatrughna, who were in their maternal uncle's palace, got a message sent by the sage Vasishtha. They had been summoned to return to Ayodhya immediately. The brothers bid farewell to their grandfather and rushed to Ayodhya soon. Ayodhya was in sorrow. Bharata was surprised. He was coming in a chariot. While riding down the main royal street, he observed the people of Ayodhya was in deep sorrow. They were all in distress. The entire city had lost its luster. Bharata went to see his mother Kaikeyi, who was eagerly waiting for him. Bharata was anxious to see his father and brother Rama. Nowhere he found them. He reached the palace and met his mother. Kaikeyi gave warm welcome to her son and told him that he would be made the king of Ayodhya and Rama is in exile with his wife and Lakshmana. What are you talking? When my elder brother Rama is there, you wanted me to become the king. How is that you are so cruel? What made you to behave so? I shall not rule the kingdom. What was my father doing? Where is he? Bharata shouted at his mother. Kaikeyi revealed the truth. Son, your father is no more. After hearing the news, Bharata was upset. He could understand how his father was pained by the separation of Rama. Bharata performed all the final rites upon the body of his father. He had decided to go to forest. He sought the permission of his guru Vasishtha to allow him to go and bring back Rama to Ayodhya. Bharata took a large army. He reached the Chitrakoot mountain after he met Guha and the sage Bharadwaj. At the Chitrakoot, several days had passed. Lakshmana, while hunting in the forest, heard the pounding of 1,000 hoofs. He climbed a tree to see whose army was approaching. To his amazement, he saw the lead horseman carrying the flag of Ayodhya. Bharata had found his brothers. Lakshmana was sure that his brother had come to kill them. Lakshmana called Rama. A great army is approaching led by our brother Bharata. I will kill him with my own hands. Don't be a fool, Rama said. He is our brother and he is the king. We must welcome him. Bharata embraced his brothers. There were tears of joy. Rama asked his brother Bharata, My dear brother, how is our father? Is he doing well? Bharata cried, My heart is filled with grief and shame. Grief for the loss of our noble father. Shame for being offered the throne that you rightfully deserved. Come back to Ayodhya and be our king. When Rama heard that his father was dead, he swooned. Sita sprinkled water on his face and helped him to recover. After some time, he rose and they all went to the river Mandakini to offer prayers for their departed father. Next day, Bharata repeatedly begged Rama to return to Ayodhya. That cannot be done, Rama said. I gave my word and I shall stay here for 14 years and no less than that. Only then I will return. Nothing could sway Rama. Rama, my brother, Bharata declared. As long as you are in exile, no one shall be king. To ensure this, give me your sandals. I will place them on the throne. For the next 14 years, I will serve our land in your name. And if after those 14 years you do not return, I shall walk into a fire and die. Rama was delighted by Bharata's love towards him. He handed over his padukas to him. He bid farewell to Bharata. Bharata then took his brother's sandals and carried them back to Ayodhya on his head with great reverence. He placed the sandals on the throne and ruled the kingdom in Rama's name, staying in a little hut and counting the days for Rama's return. Bharata took the sandals, mounted his horse, and left the forest. In Kosala, Bharata put Rama's sandals on the red and gold Ayodhya throne.